Alright, well, while I'm adapting a few things in the interior, such as this nice suede insert to get rid of the plastic OEM, which was glued in, it looked okay, right? I do like the way that it's got its little shape to it. But to match the rest of the stuff, I was like, yeah, I'll get this instead. See what else I can do to make this look a little prettier before I do the final iteration of this with the stainless steel and the button indications, and then the other cup here. And we've got a knob here for the subwoofer. So ideally, you got a Taco Bell or something, you've always got another cup here. Just kind of a convenient way. It conceals nicely. But what I was doing is setting up a camera mount. So JP3 has a product that is for FDs, which is using a different center line. These are from Ram Mount. And this one here that I did, it's a little bit different. So it fits FB instead. Ball goes here. This gives me a much wider angle versus, for instance, if I had it dropped off of, let's say, a mount here and then aiming to the driver, you're not going to have nearly the depth of field as you would this. So I'm now pretty far down the dash, and then I would invert the camera, and then in post, you just flip 180. That should end up looking pretty normal. And then that way you're running a full HDR 4K camera that can now position directly to the driver. And then you have a 360 on the back, which will give a really good video quality. So I don't think I'm going to sell these, but I'll tell everyone who wants this for their first gen, these three product combinations, or if you want a GoPro mount, which combination for that. I just like the fact that I got it all the way to the windshield. The camera will fit right here. It's going to have room here. The body's going to be aiming this way to me. It'll be flipped, and then I correct it in post. So I think that's about as good as we can get. The other thing would have been a similar amount to this, aiming down here and then aiming upward. But I feel like you get a better driving sense when you're higher up and then you're looking at the driver. So that's just, I guess, preference. But it's all adjustable. Of course, these are all 1-inch ram mounts, and then if I wanted to, I could, of course, flip this and do something like this or whatever, make the other camera look in portrait mode. I don't know. There's a lot of opportunities here. So for now, I kind of like it. And then I guess you could do a forward facing. But anyways, weird angle here, plus this has to be essentially downward instead of upward, and that's kind of what we're stuck with. But the interior is looking pretty good. So we've got the factory covers here, all nice. I'm going to change out this festoon light. We've got the steering wheel selected. We've got the shifter selected. T56 Magnum is dropped in. Oh, nothing. There we go. We've got an LED display right here. We've got a Bluetooth microphone here for the head unit. All the fan controls are factory. We've got the 10,000 RPM tachometer with 210 mile an hour speedo. There's no steering wheel slot because it's a first gen with a FC rack. The dimming controls on this work to dim the full LED surround of this thing. These are beryllium $1,200 CDT audio speakers here. The fans are not in the way. We've got imaging tweeters up top. The mirror control is going to be factory. Cruise control is all going to work to the M-Tron. Cruise control master switch here. Rear defrost here. We've got headlights, running lights, a 10 position knob here for, I believe this one was, so we've got gas tank popper, trunk popper, And we've got a 10 position knob for, I might do that one for traction control, which is like a torque based model, or boost control. I don't think you need to have more than 4 boost controls, so this would be better to put on here. We've got flame mode, we've got a rolling anti-lag, we've got probably some security that I'll add in on a button press sequence here. And yeah, overall, the interior is coming together really nicely. I've changed all of the clearances here. So like when you go to open this and shut it, it sounds better than factory. The door tightness and gaps and stuff all are very, very tight. Every gap interior wise is like better than factory. So it's trying to get you a little bit more control. I've got a USB for the head unit. Got a couple lights in there. But what I might end up doing, here, I'll show you guys. This looks like a drink holder, doesn't it? So if I take off this fascia and I drop in magnets and I put in small glasses or something functional here, it would be pretty cool to do something else functional for a glove box. So I'm still trying to figure out what I can do with this, but that's one thing at a time. For now, here's that mount that I was telling you guys about. It's a 6-inch RAM. It's a very special spacing adapter here that I used, and then a standard camera mount. So we're definitely going to be filming a lot of stuff in mountain roads, and I figure this will be the first kind of kickoff for the game plan, and I'll show you guys what's going on. So that's going to go like that. Cool. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.